Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. It is 11:52 Mountain Time here in beautiful Golden, Colorado. So today we are going to be doing messages for Wednesday, November the 29th. Right now it's the 28th. We'll do messages for each sign for Wednesday, November the 29th, and we'll do about 5 minutes of Reiki. After that, we'll have 5 minutes of free-for-all questions. So let's take a peek at messages for Aries for Wednesday, November the 29th. Aries, Aries, Aries. Aries, I see you doing something that is really pulling on your creative juices. I feel like this is something that you are creating that is functional, highly functional, graceful, and elegant. So this can be some kind of tangible thing that you're working on, or this can be something that is more like a book maybe that you're writing. This can be some kind of creative thing. Maybe this is a painting or a drawing. I feel like whatever this is, it's functional. It actually has some kind of practical use or practical purpose. And I feel like it is, yeah, it's calling on your creative juices, whatever this is. So I don't know, maybe you're making a really beautiful cedar chest, or maybe you are creating a work of art that is going to somehow be functional as well. I'm not exactly sure. I think whatever it is, it's going to be beautiful, elegant, and graceful whenever you're done with it, Aries. Let's look at Taurus. Victoria May Haynes. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Glad to see you here. Good morning to everybody who has not said hi yet. For a lot of you, I know it's afternoon, so good afternoon for those of you who it's afternoon for. Let's look at Taurus for November the 29th, Wednesday. Taurus, 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 Taurus. Taurus, I feel like you are going to be looking at something and trying to get the big picture, trying to not focus on the little details, but trying to see the big overall picture and where things are going if they continue to go the way they have been. So you're trying to sort of step out of the forest or step out of the trees so that you can see the forest, Taurus. You want to see the big picture and not be mired down in all the little details anymore about a particular topic that's coming up. For some of you, that's going to have to do with work, and for a lot of you, that's going to have to do with love. That's about a 50-50 split for you guys. S. Sand, good morning, good morning. You just made it. I just started. We're in good shape. Geminis, looking at you, Wednesday, November the 29th. What do I have coming up for you, Geminis? We've got a stone that wants to talk to Gemini. Wasn't it Gemini that a stone wanted to talk to the other day too? Or was that a different sign? That's odd. So anyway, my citrine wants to talk to the Geminis. I bought the citrine when I first started doing psychic work full time because citrine is good for bringing in um, income. So I've had this guy a little while. Let's see. What do you guys have to say for Gemini? What do you want to say? Okay, so Gemini, see how the top of this is? There's lots of little, these points are, they're not sharp, but they're definitely jagged. And they're basically saying, be careful of the sharp points on Wednesday, Geminis. So this is like a twofold meaning is what I'm hearing from the citrine. So what's going on is it's going to be really easy for you to be a little bit sharp in your wording on Wednesday. And that's probably going to be because somebody's going to be a little sharp in their wording to you on Wednesday, or maybe even more than a little. Okay? So you just want to be careful about how you respond to things. Sometimes people are going to be coming across as sharper than they intend to, or as sharper than is justified. And you don't want to respond in kind, because then that just escalates everything. So you want to sort of dull the edges whenever you are making a reaction to that, Gemini, so that you can have a better outcome than what you would if you just got into a sparring match with somebody. Let's look at We'll look at Cancers in a second. First, I do want to ask everybody who is here, if you don't mind sharing this video around, I would appreciate it. Oh, and I keep forgetting to tell you guys, half price sale, half price on live readings is still going today. So if you contact me today, all my contact information is on my website, www.amista.info. If you would like to get a half price live reading, that has to be set up today by midnight Mountain Time in the US. Okay, so thank you for those of you who are here for sharing this video while it's still live. I should be announcing that sale with every single sign. Oops. Okay, so Cancer, I want to look at you guys for Wednesday, November the 29th. But before I do get into what I see for you, I do have a sale right now. If you contact me by midnight Mountain Time in the US for half off of my live readings, you can find contact information on my website, which is in the description box. So what do I have coming in for Cancer? Cancers, I feel like on Wednesday, you're going to have a lot of attention being paid to you. And this feels like it's a double-edged thing. Like it's nice to have so much attention, and I feel like the attention that's being paid to you, for the most part, is of a positive nature. However, there is an undercurrent here with this attention. It's almost like there's somebody that is maybe jealous of all the attention that you're getting, or maybe they've been jealous of you for a while, and they are kind of watching you to see how you handle all this attention and if you're going to stub your toe on this or not. So they're kind of keeping an eye out. They want to. There is somebody, not the majority of people, who are giving you attention just to see what you do with it and how well you handle it. So try to be gracious. That's all I can say. Try to be gracious about the attention. Don't let it go to your head. Be calm, cool, and collected. And enjoy it. Enjoy it, because for the most part, it is sincerely good attention. Okay, so let's look at Leo for November the 29th. When you have to do like this to see better, you should probably get your glasses updated. So Leo, November the 29th, Wednesday. Before I get into what I see for you, I do want to remind you that there is a half price sale right now on my live readings. All you have to do is contact me. All my contact information is on my website, which is down in the description box. La da da da, Leo, 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 Leo. Leos, I feel like on Wednesday you're going to be in a slippery situation. I'm getting a vision of you guys trying to walk somewhere where somebody has rubbed, well, they used to call it oleo, but also it's called margarine, where somebody has kind of rubbed margarine on the steps or on the floor. And I feel like you're trying to walk in this place where it's a slippery situation. I don't think you have a choice. I think you do have to go through this slippery situation. I do feel like this may be, for most of you Leos, I think this is something going on at work, that you're coming through this slippery situation, and you're just having to be really careful about what you say and how you say it. It's almost like you're sort of set up to, the odds are stacked against you on doing well with whatever this is, Leo. It's interesting. For some of you, I actually feel like this is actually just all going to be a joke when the day comes to an end. It's going to be a joke that somebody set up, and you don't realize it's a joke as you're trying to walk through and be diplomatic with the situation. For others of you, I feel like this just kind of is the deal. So it's going to be really important to be as diplomatic as you possibly can, not really step on anybody's toes, and just get through this the best you can, and realize this is just one day, it's just temporary, and it will be history soon. We can all look back and laugh at it later, as they say. Okay, so there's striving. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I guess it's good afternoon now. It's 12:01 here now. Okay, so let's look at Virgo. Virgo, Virgo. Is your day starting to go a little bit better, striving? Wednesday, November the 29th for Virgo. Before I start telling you what I see, let me remind you that the half price sale is still on for live readings. If you contact me by midnight Mountain Time today to get that set up. Half price for live readings. All my contact information is on my website, which is in the description box below. I am so glad to hear that, my dear. Okay, Virgo. Virgos, I believe that on Wednesday you are going to be giving somebody some kind of gift, and I do think it's going to be a useful gift. For some of you, the gift is going to be in something that you're telling somebody. This could be advice or encouragement, but for a lot of you, this is going to be an actual tangible gift, and I feel like the gift has a lot of practicality to it. This is something that they'll be able to use and get benefit from on an everyday basis, is what I feel like, Virgo. Next, we're looking at Libra for November the 29th, Wednesday. Libra, 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 Libra. Before I get into what I see for you guys, let me just remind you, I do have readings on half price for live readings right now, as long as you contact me but no later than midnight today, which reminds me I should put my phone on silent in case people start contacting me while I'm doing this. So contact me by midnight today, Mountain Time, United States time, and we can get that set up. And then you can have a live reading for half price. So what do I see for Libras? Libras. Libras, I feel like there is something that is of a metaphysical or spiritual nature that you are digging into on Wednesday. Your curiosity has you following the rabbit holes around, trying to see what you can find out. Just enjoying that curiosity and the adventure of learning. Is this really real? Does this really work? Or are the people who believe in it so strongly just really, really off the wall crazy? That's what some of you are trying to find out. For those of you who are not in that spot of just beginning to start exploring this stuff, then what you're doing is you're exploring some new aspect of spirituality or new aspect of the metaphysical world that you haven't actually looked at so deeply before. So you're really digging in, basically, is what's going on for those of you Libras who have already realized that a lot of this stuff is a lot truer than most people would like to give it credit for. Ricky, Ricky, hey, hey, glad to see you in here, my dear. All right, so let's look at Scorpio, Wednesday, November the 29th. Wednesday, November the 29th. Once we get into question time, Ricky Jorgensen, you can ask me a question. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. We're not there yet, though. Scorpio. So I have this random mountain rock that I've just picked up one time when I was out hiking. Today it wants to talk to Scorpios. We've got two rocks speaking today. Let's see what Scorpios. What's the message through the rock for Scorpio? Okay, Scorpios, basically our message is that where things maybe seem clouded to other people today, or Wednesday, I should say, we are seeing things pretty clearly. Things are pretty transparent to us. So I think that really the message whenever we hear something like that is rely on our own intuition, rely on our own good judgment. Don't expect other people to be giving us the answers that we need to have. We need to trust ourselves that we know the answers that we need and that we can work out the answers that we need to have. So we don't have to be so dependent on anybody else. Okay, so that's Scorpio's message for Wednesday, the 29th. I don't know how long you've been with me. That's probably about right, I would guess. I would have to look at my calendar to see when we had our first appointment striving. She has been with me for a while, though, guys. I love doing readings, and it just comes through when I read. Let's see, Sagittarius, Sagittarius, November 29th, Wednesday. For you guys, by the way, readings are half price right now. If you contact me by midnight, Mountain Time in the USA, all my contact information is on my website, which is listed in the description down below. Live readings, half price. Don't mess around and miss out. I shouldn't say that. That's not really good law of attraction practice there. Don't mess around and get yours today. How about just get with it and get yours today? See, I'm working on my stuff too. Okay, so Sagittarius. What do we have coming up for you guys? Sagittarius, you're getting a message very similar to what I think it was Aquarius got the other day, and I know Pisces has been getting similar ones, but Sagittarius, you're getting a message that says, pay attention to what you're hearing. Especially pay attention to the quality of what you're hearing, Sagittarius. So if you have somebody that maybe you have communication issues with, and sometimes they don't really communicate on a regular basis or as regular as you would like them to with you, what you want to pay attention to is what are they saying and how are they saying it and what are the implications of what they're saying. You want to pay attention to the quality of what you're hearing, not the quantity. Don't take the quantity of what you're hearing as an indicator, Sagittarius. That's not what it's all about for you on Wednesday. Pay attention to what is being said, to the quality of the messages you're getting, to the quality of the things that you're hearing. That's what you want to do. That's going to be for the majority of you. For the minority of you, some of you may be out buying speakers, and this is advice from Spirit. Pay attention to the quality. It's not always about the cost. Speakers are something you're going to have for a long time. You want to love them forever. 10 years from now, you still want your friends to be jealous of your audio quality. So, Sagittarius, we've got a very literal thing, and then we have a very symbolic thing going on for you guys. Okay, so hello to all the people who have not said hello yet today. Everybody who's here, if you don't mind sharing this while it's still live, it's always more fun for people to catch these videos as they're live, and I would greatly appreciate it. We are coming up to Reiki time here pretty soon, and that's when I really want to have everybody in for the live experience so that they can ask the questions that are on their minds if they have them. So if you guys don't mind doing that, I appreciate that so much. The readings are amazing. It was a year this May. Okay. Hello there, Latina Augusto. Welcome, welcome. Violet V. Yeah, it always is very, very worrying whenever it comes back, honey. I think it is. You should see if she's considered getting any kind of energetic work done along with whatever Western medicine is doing for her. Thank you, Ricky. I appreciate that. Okay, next we're going to go on to Capricorn, which is November the 29th, Wednesday. Wednesday, November the 29th for Capricorn. Before I tell you what I see, let me just remind you, live readings are still on sale through midnight Mountain Time in the USA today. Just contact me by then and we can get you guys scheduled and set up. Contact information is on my website, which is listed down in the description box. This is the end of the sale. Today is the end of it. Blah, da, 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 da. So let's see, Capricorn. Let me focus on you guys. Capricorn, I feel like there's something that you have been working on long term and you have got the roots in place. You have your network in place. You've got the foundation in place. You're basically set up to start making this thing grow, whatever this is that you've been working on a long time. You've taken the time to make sure that you had the stable infrastructure before you started. I am seeing that starting now on Wednesday and in through December and continuing even forward for the next couple of years, I'm seeing this really take root and grow. You have made sure that the roots are there. Now you've got this new beginning actually coming through the topsoil and starting to really grow and expand like a nice healthy tree because you've got all the support there for it. So Capricorn, I don't know if that's you getting ready to start your own business, if that's you getting ready to start your family. I don't know what this is. This is something that is long-term, like a tree. This is not like a flower that blooms for a season and is gone. This is something that would take significant roots and planning and consideration. And you guys, y'all are doing it. It's getting ready to take off. So still, it's a slow process, but you're going to see some real growth, and you're going to have something that you can be proud of and pat yourself on the back for by the end of 2018, Capricorns. Yes, I know I'm supposed to be doing Wednesday. Wednesday's the beginning of that process. It's like you guys, Capricorns, are kind of shifting gears from, okay, doing all the behind the scenes work to now presenting to the public what this is that you're really working on. All right, let's look at Aquarius for Wednesday, November the 29th. Before I get into what it is that I'm seeing for you, Aquarius, let me just remind you that I do have live readings half off. All you have to do is contact me before midnight Mountain Time in the USA today, and we can set that up for you. Contact information is all on my website, which is listed in the description box below. I'm not going to say that 50 zillion times. You guys can read. Aquarius. Aquarius, I feel like on Wednesday, you may be recovering from some kind of injury that you've taken to your base chakra, meaning that there's been something that has gone on that has made you feel less secure in the world. So this could have to do with relationship, especially a family relationship or a significant other. This could have to do with home. This could have to do with how you make a living. But something has happened that's made you feel less secure than you used to. And I think you're recovering from that on Wednesday. You're getting your feet back under you, and you're starting to move forward again from whatever that was, Aquarius. All right, so then next we're going to move on to Pisces. Pisces. November the 29th, Wednesday. Before I tell you what I see for your message, let me remind you, live readings are half price through midnight Mountain Time today in the US. All you have to do is contact me to get one scheduled and set up. My contact information is all on my website, which is down in the description box below. So let's see, Pisces. I feel like there's going to be a lot of chatter and chit-chat around you, maybe a lot of messages coming back and forth towards you. I do feel like these may be coming in from a lot of different sources, if that's coming in, if this chatter and chit-chat is coming at you. But definitely there's some stuff going on around you. The key is going to be, don't pay attention to that. Don't be distracted by the gossip, the chatter, the chit-chat. I feel like it's all meaningless, really surfacey stuff. People aren't even bothering to see if it's accurate before they pass on information. It just is completely freaking useless. All right. So that's Wednesday, November the 29th. Okay, so that is the last sign. Next, we're going to get into Reiki. Yep, Striving's already scheduled her half price reading. Yep. Okay, so let's see here. Reiki. Okay, so what I'm doing with Reiki, guys, is I'm sending out Reiki energy to everyone here for whatever will benefit you the most. Okay, if you would like to adjust that intention, feel free to do so. Those of you who are watching this video after the fact, no worries, just set the intention to receive the Reiki anyway. You will still receive the Reiki, no problem. Okay, so we're going to do that for about 5 minutes. I'm going to get my timer set back to where I can see it again. And let me go ahead and get that started for us. Okay. All right, so obviously this is a good time if you have Reiki questions. This is a great time to talk about Reiki. If you're feeling any kind of sensations in your body, if you want to pop into the chat, like where you're feeling sensations, I can help you a little bit with what that might mean for you as far as what kind of energy may be shifting and what sort of things you should expect to see changes around in your life. This is a super mini micro tiny session. This is only 5 minutes of Reiki energy that's being sent out to everybody who's watching this video now and or who watches it later as well. So what you're getting here is just a real simple teaser taster, honestly. My normal sessions are an hour long. And if you have not had a Reiki session before where you can feel an hour of full powered Reiki energy coming only to you, you definitely want to experience that. It's absolutely something. I do offer the first Reiki session at no cost so that you guys can check it out and decide if you would like more or not. So just get a hold of me. Once again, contact information is on my website, which is down below in the description box. So what's going on with all of you all out there? You guys feeling it today? I'm feeling a lot going out to heart chakras, I can tell you that much. If you guys are feeling energy around the area of your heart, then that just means that probably what's being healed up by the Reiki is going to be something that has to do with an emotional trauma or an emotional wound. Yeah, just text me on stuff like that, honey. Because after I get these time stamped, then I'm off to the next thing. If I don't have something in writing somewhere else, then it's just going to be, chances are it's just going to be forgotten. Still working on your third eye and your heart chakra. Okay, cool, cool. Peace out, striving. Thank you for stopping by, honey. Oh, wow, Victoria. So that may be something that's healing around that. I don't always have people that know exactly what's being healed. I do Reiki on myself a lot just as I'm falling asleep or as I'm like in and out of sleep when I'm waking up. And sometimes I'll have dreams around what I'm being healed with, what's being worked on, but I don't even always get those. So that's pretty cool that you got that. That means you're pretty freaking sensitive. No chills, but feeling cold. Where are you feeling the coldness? Sand, is that all over or is there a certain place? Ankles and feet have to do with finding our direction, finding our purpose in life. Ankle has to do with being flexible and finding our purpose, so being able to adjust as needed. Your legs and hands are cold. Mm. So as sands, that kind of would say to me that you've been a little bit angry or upset about places that you've had to be and things that you've had to participate in that you felt like you were trapped into. And so you're having some healing around that. That's what that would suggest to me. Nothing really is written in stone with the Reiki because it does affect everybody differently. So you kind of have to feel around to figure out what that might be about. That's funny, Victoria. The Reiki might be thinking it for you. right? Well, the Reiki is going to whatever is going to benefit you the most, honey. So if you have something that's impending, then the Reiki is probably going to be trying to help you with whatever that is. Okay, so we've got 5 minutes of Reiki, and this is now free-for-all question time. So whatever questions you guys have. Ricky, I will tell you I have slept since we did our reading yesterday, so whatever question you have, if it's building on something that we did yesterday, you may want to just kind of give me the full skinny, just as if we didn't talk yesterday, just so that I know what the heck you're talking about. That's just the way my memory works with readings. A lot of times that's because the information that comes from me out to you is not really my information, it's spirit's information anyway. So it's not like it's really held on too tightly. Flows through like water. It's interesting that a lot of you in the room are starting to feel some of the same things at the same times. It's like the Reiki saying, okay, this is what this group needs today. Exactly, us Sands, you get it. All right, so free for all questions. This is you guys' time. Ricky's not the only one that can ask questions. I was just addressing her because she mentioned something earlier. She won the contest reading. She read the cards and her name was drawn and she won the contest reading and she forgot to ask me something during her free reading. So, but anybody can ask questions. It's free for all questions. Open floor. I usually don't actually look at the astro signs. I'm looking more at personality whenever I see that. And I remember seeing that. That was in your verification process. A lot of times you're looking at this is going to be a water sign, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. This is somebody who's very stable with their emotions and very much able to express their emotions. There's someone that is calm and handles themselves well. Like you're not going to see them doing a lot of knee-jerk reacting when people do crazy stuff around them. They're probably going to be kind of the mediator, peacemakers between other people. You know, if somebody's acting kind of crazy, they'll be the one that's sort of the calming influence. Also, because it was a king, this is going to be somebody who's really mature too. He's not going to be doing a lot of immature, half-cocked type things. He's going to be making some pretty good decisions, and he's going to be very secure in himself. Is your lunch with your friend Todd today going to be fun or just draining? Oh, can go either way, huh? Let's find out. Show me what Victoria's lunch with Todd will be like today. You have some crazy energy coming up here. Have you cut this dude Todd off? Like, have you just like chopped him out of your life to some degree already? Scratch that one? Okay. What do you want to look at? I'm hearing that it's in the house. Miss Froggy, I'm hearing that it's in the house. I'm just trying to feel around. What I'm feeling like is it's like dropped or been bumped or fallen like off the back of a shelf or the side of a shelf or something and rolled around into a place where you can't see it on the floor. Or maybe even not on the floor, maybe if the shelf is next to another shelf, but it feels like it just came off of a shelf and nobody realized at the time. It just got knocked or bumped. Are you asking me if the shelf is new or old? I would say it's kind of old. And if I was going to give you more details, which I'm not sure if what I'm seeing is symbolic or details, so I want you to keep that in mind, that this may be just something that is more of a symbol for me to let me know that it's an older shelf. But I'm also seeing there's some kind of like rattan work around it. You know how they take like the straws and they weave and stuff? So there's some kind of rattan work around it. This King of Cups is somebody that you're going to meet in a public place. And remember what I told you about him too. I see him as being somebody that's more platonic. He's not going to be somebody that's like a romance interest. He's just more of a platonic, giving you the inside scoop because he's being very real with you. So try to remember that. Oh, the new house or the old house? I'm hearing the old house. Okay, Victoria, just text me. Actually, I'll just type in my phone number right here because it's going to disappear as soon as we record this video. So you can text me at this number. Or if you're not in the US or Canada, then you can Skype me. And this is my Skype ID. Let's see. Trying to think how long I've been here. So you're quite welcome, Froggy. Yep. Okay, so I think I've been here more than 5 minutes for free-for-all questions. It's time for me to take off and get on with the next thing. I want to thank all of you guys so much, really, seriously, for keeping me company and keeping me sharp and keeping me on my toes here. That makes these videos so much better than the canned ones that I was doing before. So thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys the next time, which I'm assuming will probably be tomorrow. Peace out, everybody.